What's up players, it's Jack from Tech Let's Plays here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Minecraft WeBuild, and today we're going to be doing a cocoa bean farm, and this is episode number 80, so there will be a world download link in the description for you to download and then play on the map. So what you're going to need is some pistons, a redstone torch, a button, buckets of water, redstone, a block of your choice. I chose smooth sandstone because it's a pretty good looking block, any block of your choice really. And cocoa beans, and then jungle wood. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I have not sort of built this out, but it will work, trust me. So what you want to do is do as many of these as you like. You can do literally as many as you want. I'm gonna do this amount, so that's 7, and you want to have them 2 blocks apart. And let's just get rid of this here and put this in with your block. So this is just basically for aesthetic reasons. You really don't need to have a specific, type of block. You just do whatever, and you can make them go as high as you want as well, because this is your farm right here. This is where all the cocoa beans are going to grow. So the longer it is and the taller it is, the more yield you'll get. So I'm just going to go this high. How high is that for you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 high and it's 7 long. And goddamn sideways blocks. Pretty annoying, to be honest. I don't really like that feature, but never mind. So you want to go ahead and grow all your cocoa beans on here. Just pod them all up, so they're little saplings or whatever you want to call them. So just plant them all. Fill up every gap you can, and yeah, basically this is gonna do a nice little yield, and it's gonna be sort of semi-automatic. It's gonna harvest them all and pop them all into one place for you. So now what you want to do is you're gonna basically be using these pistons as a release to let water flow down and then flow out. So if we put all of this here, if we have water here, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, and it should stop there. So if we go ahead and have our button somewhere that's going to retract the pistons, so we're going to need to do an inverter as well, so that the pistons by default are being powered and not letting go. So let's go ahead and do this here. Now I'm not one for hiding redstone, it doesn't really bother me too much, but I know some of you may. So as you can see, the redstone coil is already powered, so it means it will be able to, when it finally connects to these pistons, they're going to be extended, holding the water back, so that when you hit the button, we'll just demonstrate now, it goes off briefly, so it's going to let all the water run down, which is the goal. So now we want to make sure that these are getting up to the right height. So just build it on up. And we're going to need to have little storage holds for our water. So this is important. Alright guys, I am back. Yeah, basically that, yeah, just forget about it. Right, you want to place your pistons upside down up here, and it is going to be, you're going to need to place a block above in order to be able to make them pointed down, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, so you need to put 3 blocks and then extend, and then you put your pistons down, and then you can get rid of them, that's fine. And so you need to have a hold for your water as well, which is going to be here, going to be in these slots back here. So the piston's going to come down and block off here. In fact, you could make them block off on here, but I'm just choosing to space it out a bit because no need to cramp up the design. So you're going to need to have a big storage for your water, so that when it comes down it's going to be nice, and they're going to retract, and it's going to flow down and pop off all the cocoa beans from the jungle wood, and then they're all going to flow down into this area here. So that's always good. So we're going to need to have our inverter there, and then make sure our redstone is going up along, and we can actually place blocks here once we have, there we go, so we are able to hook up our redstone to our pistons, and that will be long enough if you do it how I've done it. The redstone power will last that long. Right, so we need to get our water in, so let's just create a hole back here, maybe one more. We can fill up our whole storage area with water, and obviously patch up the hole. So as you can see here, we now have pistons covering the water, blocking it off, and we just need to complete our design, and then also we must duplicate it, make it on the other side. So just going to make this wall one higher, just for aesthetic reasons, nothing else. And there's one side, so we shall see if it works, like so. Little bit of adjustments. We need a barrier here, and we shall test again. Perfect. So there you go, and the water will stop there. So that works for one side, and it automatically, retracts itself, so it goes for the perfect amount of time. So let's go ahead and replant our cocoa beans. We won't need any empty buckets. So that worked, and as you can see, I got, a good stack or whatever. So it's a good yield. Once you finally get this set up, it's going to take, it's very materials intensive to begin with, but once you finally get there, it will be okay. And you'll get yourself a nice yield of cocoa beans. Let's go ahead and just quickly duplicate it on the other side, just so I give you guys yet another sort of demonstration on how to build it. And we're also going to be using this wall over here to transport our redstone, but we definitely will need a repeater to extend the power. Let's go ahead and may need one here. There we go. So that's fine. It definitely works. If you put the repeater in line with your pistons, that's the extent at which it can reach power wise. So now it's just a question of duplicating the design, which is very simple. It's a lot easier when you get to this stage, because you can just look across to see what you did over there, and as you can, there we go. So there's our piston. Now we just got to do our water storage again. So we need to build, well, we don't need to build there. Oh yes we do, of course we do. Build it out, 3 blocks from there, and then we just build the wall. Let's not forget about the floor either, because we don't want a load of water leaking everywhere. And there we go. So that's pretty much symmetrical on both sides, and make sure you remember to put a barrier here so it doesn't affect any of your redstone. Block off the wall over here, and there we are. So it looks semi-symmetrical. Obviously you got your wiring here. If you really wanted to, you'd be able to hide that wiring, no problem. But I don't really mind about showing redstone. I think it looks kind of wacky and kind of cool. So let's just fill this up here so we can give a proper demonstration of both. So here it is, simple, one button, activates both sets of water for a certain amount of time, long enough pulse. The water does not, go any further than this. And as you can see, all our cocoa beans are now there, ready to pick up. So there's our cocoa bean farm, guys. Pretty simple, pretty basic design, but it does the job, and that's all that really counts in my mind. You can have it as long or as tall as you want. Obviously, if you make it longer and taller, you're going to need some more repeaters in there to extend your redstone power, because as you can see, even with here, it's looking a little bit stretched, but it does the job and it all works fine. So it's awesome. No leakage, no redstone getting wet or anything like that and breaking. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you please get this video to like 200 likes, that'd be absolutely insane. Make sure you add it to your favorites as well, so you can check back on it if you need help with your design. You can keep checking back very easily. And that's about it, guys. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Peace.